Well, good evening, YouTube friends. I wanted to share a few more Indian trip pictures of my trip to India. Here was a group of boys right outside near the hotel. They were playing, but it was like the residential areas near the hotel, and they were playing ball, and they seen me taking pictures, and they just kind of posed. But yeah, it was quite a trip. Here is some artwork near the place we went to. We went to go see the Taj Mahal. These are rugs. Look at the fine artwork. Look at the picture of the Christ. That's a rug. That was a rug. I was really impressed with the high quality. Those are rugs. And in this, I think that was green marble. I was really impressed with that table there also. Here's another rug of the Taj Mahal. That's a rug. And I think that's a fairly good size rug too, if I remember right. Here's like a model. I believe this was at, we went to like a nice restaurant near the Taj Mahal. The group leader took us to this restaurant, and I think all this artwork was at that restaurant. But yeah, here's the group leader right here. He was a nice guy. He posed for my picture right there. That was one of the ladies there. Said I caught her kind of sneaking in below too. But that actually was my roommate right there. After looking at more pictures here, that guy I went to that other temple with, that his name was Rudy, and this is Nick. He was my roommate actually. And Rudy is the one. He was, I think, a neighbor of mine in the hotel. He stayed a few doors over. But I mixed him up with him and Nick here, who was actually my roommate. We took back a cab from the Taj Mahal and left early from the group. We wanted to get back to the hotel up in Rishikesh. Or no, this is when we were staying in New Delhi. It was right before we were leaving. We wanted to get back to the hotel there to enjoy the nice hotel. We were staying in a nice Holiday Inn for a last weekend before departing out of there, and they had real good amenities, and I think that's why Nick and I departed back and took a cab, split from the group. That was telling the group leader, I think. But yeah, there was a few other like buildings and stuff on the way to go see the Taj Mahal. I'm not sure exactly what they all are, but old temple on the way to the Taj Mahal. Here's another real old temple with all that old artwork. That stuff's been there a long time. You can see a lot of this is real ancient stuff. It's just been there for a long time. Yeah. Here's a picture of there's the guy I went to go see that other temple with that one family. He's in front of that other dude there. He's got the white shirt on, and that's Rudy. Yeah, him and I went to take that cab to that temple. He wasn't my roommate. Yeah, there's a closer picture of that. There's the guy right there. That's who I went to sit with that other temple with. He wasn't my roommate though. I was mixing him and Nick up. Nick was actually my roommate. This guy was my roommate though. This guy right here was my roommate, and what a roommate he was. He'd go down every day and take a bath in the Ganges. Every single day he's down there in that cold water. I couldn't believe it when he was doing, he liked to do it though. Yeah, here's another temple. We always took our shoes off before going in any of these temples. It was just customary. Yeah, he was my roommate. There's the Ganges guy. Him and I were, I think, getting ready to take a cab. I just took a picture right there. He was a nice guy. He really was into his yoga practice, and I mean, I tell you, the way he was bathing in that cold water, I couldn't believe. Every morning he'd hit the Ganges, like clockwork. About the same time, every day he's down there in the cold. That was cold. I got in once when we went whitewater rafting, and it was cold enough then, but it was pretty rapid water. But he'd go down right by the hotel. The water's clean enough, and he'd take a dip in the Ganges. It had to be only upper 50s, 60 degrees, right out of them cold mountain snows. Yeah, this was at the hospital. We went to go see the hospital that Swamiji had funded for the villagers. There's actually Pandaji right there. I think he was the successor for Swamiji. This is before the hospital opened. This is all different now. This is back when it was first being built. It's a beautiful complex now. Yeah, here we're arriving at the hospital. Yeah, Pandaji's greeting some of the hospital administrators and stuff. Yeah, there's one of the buses in the background there. It was really a nice modern hospital for right in the villages there. What a project for. But Swamis are known to do that. They build hospitals and do a lot of philanthropy work there. That they're just driven to do it, and I can understand their reasoning behind it now. A lot of it is compelled. Yeah, it was a beautiful medical complex. This is right in a village, or right in the foothills in Dehradun. Dehradun's just a small town outside of Rishikesh. Yeah, here's Pandaji waiting. We're going to tour the hospital. They only had a little bit of the medical facilities open, and all the toilets were the flush to the floor kind. I didn't see any. You probably have rooms in there that have the regular toilets, but we took a tour through that whole hospital. It was a big hospital too. And there's the entrance to it. They had a shrine out front there. Yeah, here's a day we went up to. Took another excursion. We walked to the top of this mountain. This is up a long pathway. It was quite a hike up this big long pathway. By the end of it, I was really beat. Even back then, even when I was younger, still good workout though. And here's another area of the same thing. Now check this out. When we were stopping for lunch, I was eating my lunchbox, and all of a sudden I heard this scurrying sound across from me. And I seen this spider. Big spider. Scurrying out, and then it stayed right on the wall. So I said, "Oh man, I gotta take a picture of you, buddy." I focused in on him. The poor guy has missing 2 legs. So I don't know if he was in pain or he got eaten by something. A bird grabbed a couple legs off him. But leg to leg right there, that's probably almost 6 inches. If you go from like this leg over to this leg right here, he was like 6 inches. He was just a huge spider. But it was friendly. It didn't seem aggressive even though it was hurt. But I had to get a picture of it. You know how I like spiders. It didn't bother me. It sure scared the girls. Ah! A few screams. And I'm going over there, whoa, hey buddy, let's. So I took a picture of him. And this is some of the terracing they do in the foothills of the Himalayas for farming. Right here. I think this is where we went to the convolutes. So there, a couple rivers come together that turn from green, one's green and one's brown, and they come together. We hit that. We were checking that spot out. Here's some of the caves on the way. We stopped and looked at some of the wonders in nature. I think this might have been in one of the. All along that river, there'd be caves where you could see men of the past were like worshiping, and inside them and do their meditations and stuff. And a lot of tourists just stop to check them out, and even sitting there and meditate. A lot of them. Yeah, here we're checking some of them out. There's one of our tour members checking out. I don't think those are stalagmites or stalactites, or the kind that